And now, CCW News presents Holy Crap! This is actually happening. Even Santa is a spy edition, Christmas 2022. I'm Chuck U. Farley. The big news this week is the drop of the next round of the Twitter files, which wasn't really news so much as confirmation of everything we've known for the last decade, but were told we were crazy for knowing and would be censored for discussing. After a week of conspiring, the FBI released a statement saying that we should dismiss their agents' emails, private messages, and election meddling done via a dedicated portal as misinformation. After all, this obvious and observable conspiracy, much like gravity, is just a theory and should not be taken seriously. Meanwhile, Elon Musk eliminated Twitter's infamous Trust and Safety Department in order to create a safer, more trustworthy environment. He also started banning the cry-bully so-called journalists who were doxing innocent people, which led to crazies stalking, threatening, and assaulting anyone right of Stalin, including Musk's own children. After much whining and gnashing of teeth, he let the so-called journalists back on, including doxing crybaby Taylor Lorenz, who went full Kathy Griffin and had been tweeting from both her dog's Twitter account as well as a burner account. She then scrubbed her real account and set it to private, but only after posting an oblivious high school-style mean girl meltdown video, calling him names and telling him how embarrassed he should be for being a billionaire on the internet. Later in the week, the Biden cabal released a tiny portion of the CIA files which confirmed all the so-called conspiracy theories that the CIA was, indeed, involved in the Kennedy assassination. Going against their promise, the Biden cabal still withheld more than 3,000 documents. Biden said, "The files will be fully released when everyone involved is dead, including myself." Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. We've dumbed down even the most credible colleges to the point that the Oxford Dictionary's word of the year is actually 2 words. The winner? Goblin mode means a type of behavior which is unapologetically self-indulgent, lazy, slovenly, or greedy, typically in a way that rejects social norms or expectations. And voting this phrase in as the word of the year exemplifies that definition, with one exception. Being unapologetically self-indulgent, lazy, slovenly, or greedy now is the social norm. Meanwhile, Cambridge added what definitively is not a woman to their definition of the word woman, yet linked the unchanged definition of the word female, which totally contradicts their contradiction of the word woman. Donald Trump tried to out-Trump himself by teasing a big announcement and then posting a commercial about Photoshop trading cards that he'll be selling as NFTs. The entire commercial could be compared to a Saturday Night Live skit, except that, unlike SNL, it is actually quite funny. The sad thing is, he had a really important announcement, but no one will ever know what it was because he beclowned himself with this ridiculous infomercial and gave the dirty smear merchants all they needed to ruin him even further. While Trump's policies made us richer, stronger, and more stable than ever, the press will never again discuss anything but his skin, his tweets, and his stupid trading cards, but at least they now have 3 things to report on. Pennsylvania Senator-elect John Fetterman, renowned throughout the country for campaigning dressed like a street thug, has been placed on the most stylish list of former newspaper, the New York Times. I swear I am not making this up. The old gray lady praised Fetterman for bringing Carhartt to the Capitol. In this reporter's mind, it would be better if he brought competence, clarity, or coherence to the Capitol, but I guess even a small victory is still a victory, right, folks? As his only Christmas miracle, the brain donor-in-chief signed an executive order to create magic money to fund the bloated government long enough for them to vote for a budget that will continue magically funding itself by stealing from you and giving it to Ukraine. You might be struggling to keep the lights on, but you can sleep soundly knowing that your money will give Zelensky, who is Jewish, the best Christmas ever. For CCW News, this has been Holy Crap! This is actually happening. I am Chuck U. Farley. Good night. And may God help us.